All right.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmina. Hi, good evening.
Hi, Ken. Hi.
Yes, all right. You can hear me well right now. Hi, Jasmina.
Can you see me? Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Yes, yeah. So we are here.
Yes.
Okay, great, great, great.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So yes, okay. Good evening to you, Jasmina. Once again, welcome on board
Good
to
evening
this
to you.
welcome on board to this Saturday Night Live.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes. Ken, it's actually an honor to have you here. To actually be one of your guests for your show. Actually, so I used to do this, for many of my guests. And now,
All right.
I'm one of the guests, right? So yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you for actually your time, and the opportunity as well, Ken.
All right, thank you so much. It's in fact, the honor is on my side here because, right, we have got to know each other not for long, like for about a week, and I discovered so many great things about you, since the moment we get to connect, right, and definitely, through our conversations, right, I'm able to get so much of great insights and perspective from you, throughout those conversations. That's why I find that, hey, why not, right? Let's invite you over here to this live show so that you can share more with
Mhm.
everyone, right? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Like I said, the pleasure, the honor is mine, right, Ken?
You're just too humble, Jasmine. Okay. So yes, perhaps just to get a ball start rolling. How about you introduce a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about yourself? What did you do in the past, and as
Mm-hmm.
well, what are you doing right now?
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So I am Justina. For those who now, and those who are probably, if you have not known me, I'm Justina, and I actually of IBP Editing Services and also international book promotion. So yes, so um, so a little bit about me. Actually, I started IBP Editing Services in 2016, and about international book promotion, it was started as a hobby in 2013 actually. So then it became something that I wanted to do for a full time basis, and out of passion actually. So something that started as hobby has eventually turned into what I'm doing for a living right now. So that's something about me. I mean, my background, I did chemical engineering, and I graduated in the year of 2013, and then later on, I did my MBA at UTM, Skudai. And yeah, so I've been working. Actually, I was in the manufacturing industry. So the last I worked was for Flex PTP. I think Ken, you've been there as well. We have been in the same industry. We discovered that as well, right, Ken? So
Yeah.
so that was my last working place, and throughout um, the three places that I worked at, the three companies that I worked for, have all been manufacturing industry, and I was a project engineer. I've worked as a project engineer all throughout, like pretty much consistently in all the companies that I've worked with. So it has been a pleasure, definitely working in the manufacturing industry, trying to understand how businesses work. I mean, on a pretty much on a large scale, right? So
Yep.
I
Yep.
really enjoyed my role as project engineers over there, and because I wanted to, get into my business, and I wanted to actually do something that I love for a full time. I actually got into what I'm doing right now full time in 2019. So after about 3 years, I found it. I did editing services. I was doing this on a side as a side hustle, and then I decided to dive into it, just do it full time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Wow, what a wonderful journey, yeah, Jasvina. Right. Yeah. In fact, while you're elaborating on this right entire journey, I can see that at the comment side here, yeah, we have someone that's already joined with us right now. So we have Nushra Ifan. Hi, Nushra. Thank you for coming
Nushra,
on
yes.
board.
Nushra,
Yeah.
Nushra.
So
I'm
and
just Nushra is here from the EBS as well. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Nosha, for joining us. So
Yeah.
if let's say along the way, right, you have things that you like to share with us, your perspective, your thoughts, and as well some of the comments, right? Feel free, to drop the message over here. We'll be able to see that definitely, right? So and Nosha is actually
Exactly.
from SY Management Consultant from Saudi Arabia. Wow, fantastic.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
then yeah, the
Hello.
next
Yeah.
The next person we have CK Ho as well saying hi. Hi CK, thank you, thank you. CK has been a regular all the while, with us every
Huh.
single week.
All right.
Yes, yes. Like I say, I
Okay.
really want to get him on board, but I'm lining up him right now. Okay. And yes, I can see Noshra connected to you through EBS. Yes. Thank you, Noshra, for all these comments. Wonderful. Yeah. So, okay. And in fact, just to share with you that tonight, Jasmina is going to share with us on the topic about finding fulfillment. And of course, it's great that we get to know that Jasmina has actually prepared some special gift for us, for the guests, for all the participants of tonight's show, right? Yeah. So, do you mind sharing with all of us what is it?
Yeah, so Ken, actually, this is a pleasure. It's an honor once again to be able to give away the book that I've actually co-authored. I co-authored a book by the title of The Spin of a Fresh Graduate, along with two of my lecturers from UTM. So we launched this book, we published this book in 2019. So the book has got a lot to do with our topic today, actually, about finding fulfillment, about going after your dreams and things like that. So which is why I thought that it would be something very relevant to share this with the to the audience. And yeah, so that would be the giveaway, and for today's show.
Thank you, Jasmina. Wonderful. You are such a great giver, yeah. So for those of you that's actually on this show right now, do you hear that just now? Jasmina will be giving away the book that she co-authored, with this perspective and all the insights that we're going to share tonight. So you're going to get hold of that, a copy of that, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, Jasmina. So all right. So I think probably we would like to find out, yeah, like you said, right? You actually from a career, right? Working as a project engineer
Mm-hmm.
in one of the top corporates,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then eventually, you move into
Mm-hmm.
your current business because of the hobby and passion, things like that, right? So now I'm sure that it has not been an
Exactly.
easy road, right? When you are transitioning from career to business, right? Especially when you talk about entrepreneurship, where there isn't much resources that we have at the beginning, right? So do you mind, Jasmina,
Mm-hmm.
share with us, yeah, about what are some of the challenges that you face, in your business, right, during those early days?
Right. So when I started, because I started this as a side hustle kind of a thing, right, before my graduation itself, the first thing that I did was to actually, before my graduation, because we all need pocket money, right? I mean, after graduation, nobody is going to like fund our lives anymore, and we need to start thinking about how to get the ball rolling right even before you get a job. So that's when I actually tried the gig economy. So if you know Fiverr.com, I mean Fiverr.com is one of the largest freelancing sites. It's the
Yes.
gig economy actually has started from Fiverr.com, and Fiverr.com back when I joined was a very simple site, a very very simple site, and now it has evolved to like wow, it's tremendous. I mean, the growth of Fiverr itself is really amazing. So that's where I actually tried because I wanted to try something that I can do from anywhere. I've always been very excited about exploring the possibility of working from anywhere in the world, from any corner of the world. So then I asked myself, like, what is the thing that I like to do, right? I asked myself, and I came to realization that I like to write. I really like to write. I like to read, and it has not been something that I've been doing regularly because of you're at the grad school and you've been engineering. I did chemical engineering, and I lost touch with writing. So I picked up writing as an avenue to share my thoughts and perspectives, the challenges that I'm facing in life, different perspectives. So that's where I started blogging and I started connecting with authors from different parts of the world. And you wouldn't believe it. I have to mention this. When I started blogging, I was just like, a few months into blogging, and there was an author. She's from the US, by the way, and she read my post, and she thought that it's impressive, and she thought that really good, and she sent me a copy of a book, all the way from US with a deck of motivational cards, and that thing is, I wouldn't be able to actually forget that because that has always served as a source of encouragement for me to continue writing. And she is still connected with me, after about 8 years now, on Facebook, and she always, comments on my posts and things like that. So, yeah, so definitely, that's how it all started. And if you were to ask me about challenges, right? Um, I would say the challenges were sort of like minimum because I started this as a side hustle, and I identified what are the challenges that I may face, before I actually go into this like full time, right? So I think because of that, I am able to minimize the sort of challenges that I may face. Because I was kind of like
Un-
prepared. I know what's going to go on. Even for IBP Editing Services, I started this in 2016. I was still working at that point of time. I was looking at how things can go before I decide to actually, go on this like full time. So maybe that is why I think for me challenges are probably not that much because I kind of like already know how to navigate through what are the challenges that may come through my way. I sort of like know. I sort of like know, and I'm kind of like well prepared for it. So I know what to do and how to mitigate and navigate through if at all anything happens along the way, right? So that's what
I
I do.
see.
And you may ask me like especially now during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
During the pandemic, a lot of things are really uncertain, right? So that also includes, I mean, my business as well. So I was not very certain how things will go after this, beyond this point.
All right.
And so I started to pivot, started to look into copywriting, diversify, what I can offer.
I see. Wow. So definitely, yeah, based on what you mentioned, it's really interesting, because like earlier on, right, we understood that you're actually studying engineering, right? Engineering. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like science, right?
Mm-hmm.
Science subjects, right? And whatever when we talk about
Correct.
writings, it's all like, from the arts perspective, isn't it? Right. So it's two very contradicting things. And yet, you have the
Yes.
passion in it, right? And you have the pleasure of writing. So that eventually, you can actually turn it into like a business. And to you, right, that with that kind of passions, it actually overcome, right, so much of those challenges. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that the key over here is actually to start small, and to test things out. So when you start
Yeah,
small, you will minimize your liability, and you
definitely.
will test. Yeah, you will be able to test a lot of things along the way. So I think that's one of the key tips that probably like a lot of people out there who are looking to try things out.
Yeah,
Right? You just go and try different things out. It doesn't have to be on a big scale. Try to think of it as a pilot project and see how it goes. Test things out.
understand.
And once you're really comfortable, because I a lot of people think that entrepreneurs are like risk takers, they're gamblers, but I think it is not, because we always take a calculated risk. It's not like
Agree.
risk without knowing where you would land, right?
True.
So yeah,
Exactly. I
so
fully agree with you on that.
contribute.
Yep. Yep. I fully agree with you when you mention about, when we are embarking on entrepreneurship, so it doesn't mean that, oh yeah, we are taking a huge risk at all, right? Because all these things are like, I mean, we are professionals, we used to have good careers. So it's all about calculated
Exactly.
risk, right? Calculated risk. So how do you prepare yourself well? Are you really going into a territory that's totally unknown, or are you already well prepared for it already? Yeah. And of course, I think one of the most important one is the safety net as well. I mean,
Exactly.
isn't it right? We should have our safety net in terms of like financial, in terms of other things that you need to fulfill in your life, that you have to, all these things get protected first, right? Yeah. Great, great. So now,
Exactly. Exactly.
Jasmina, probably,
And
right?
I
Do you,
think
do you
that's
want
how
to
like
share with?
yeah.
Yeah. So Jasmina, probably you would like to share with us
Yeah.
right now. How do you find fulfillment, right? And some people actually say fulfillment is all about happiness. So how do you find your fulfillment, right, in doing all the things that you are doing right now?
Mhm. Okay, this is actually an interesting question, and I have a book over here. I need to share, about this because this book, I got this. I won a copy of this book actually, and because I'm in
Wow.
the book community, right? So, I always been fascinated about non-fiction books. Always fascinated about non-fiction books, about reading about self-development kind of things, and stuff like that. So this book actually, Build to Serve, you can see over here. So this book has actually, it says over here, find your purpose and become the leader you were born to be, right? So
Wow.
Build to Serve is an example of a book that I would say that all entrepreneurs, or probably anybody who wants to find passion or purpose in life, should read, because it's like it gives you like step by step formula on how to actually derive, not just
All
about
right.
giving you advice, but it gives you literally step by step on how you can identify your pain points in life and
Wow.
turn that into something that you can serve people. And that is how you find your fulfillment. Because when you ask me about fulfillment, right, I think happiness and fulfillment, happiness is a state of mind, right? So it doesn't really belong to what you do or who you are, or your relationship, your job, or your money, right? So happiness is actually a state of mind. And whereas on the other hand, fulfillment is always about doing something that you wanted to do, and doing something not just for yourself. I think the long lasting fulfillment is always about serving other people and making a difference in the society that you live in. So that's what I always feel fulfillment is all about. And when it comes to my job, I feel that number one, I get this fulfillment because I am able to prove something to myself. I want to prove something to myself. That's very personal. I want to do this. First of all, is for myself. I want to do. I want to show myself what I believe in. I can actually achieve. Right. So next, I think in terms of fulfillment, I would think about all the people that I work with. Right. So
Right.
how do I build a business that that brings positive impact to the society that I live in? So that is what I feel about social media.
Wonderful. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of great pointers there, including that the book that you shared just now, right? I've not even read about that book. Yeah. So probably do you want
Yeah,
that to show that again? I don't know
yeah,
whether the
this is
rest are,
actually
yeah, built to
yes,
serve.
yes,
Wonderful. I've
yes,
I've not
yes,
even
yes,
encountered or heard
yes,
about this book
yes.
before as well. And today I'm getting to see it first time from you.
This is
You know,
by
built to. But I truly
exactly this is
agree.
by Evan Carmichael.
Yeah, but I truly
Yeah,
agree the title, right? The title itself is already mentioning about built to serve. So yes, I mean, as an entrepreneur, when we do our
correct,
service and our solutions, right, we are really there to serve people, right? And in fact, right, it's more important for us to serve with
correct.
sincerity and honesty. Yeah, good, good. All right. So okay,
Exactly, exactly. Okay. I mean, in this book, yeah, I mean, you will also find ways to actually identify your credo, your what's your main credo. So when you do all this like brainstorming, right, you will be able to find like who you are as a person and why is it related to what you're doing. So that's the fantastic part of that book.
yeah, wonderful. Okay, so does that mean that you ever read the entire book
Mhm.
before you started your entrepreneurship, or you were reading it as you were going along with that process?
I actually I chanced upon this book. I mean, won a copy of this book when I was going through a mentorship. Because I have to add over here, I think one of the main things being an entrepreneur is always about self development, and you have to invest in yourself to become a better person, to become the person you are. You have to be there. Like you are projecting yourself to become someone really big. Right now you're not that. So it's all about how you become actively choose to become that person. And so that's when I actually got myself enrolled in a mentorship program, and that's when I also won a copy of this book. So I was doing it parallelly. I was doing it parallelly, and it helped me, to gain a sense of self, and ask myself, what is it that I'm doing right now, and how I can be a better person in the business that I do.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. In fact, I also have a similar kind of situation as well. I mean, like with you, that there's certain books actually guided me so much. Yeah. So before I reveal that, probably, yeah, to those that's actually still following us till right now, thank you so much. And I hope, if you're here, drop a hi to us, and you can actually ask us any questions that you want. Okay. Right. Thank you so much. And probably you'll find that this is relevant to the things that you do, or you find that this may be meaningful to the person that you know of, right? Please share this out. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, just yes, the book that I have over here as well is that a book that will be very unique. Yeah. It's actually called Shark's Tale. It's a
Mm-hmm.
book written by Barbara
Oh.
Corcoran. Barbara Corcoran, which is one of the judge
Mm-hmm.
for an entrepreneur show in America, and it's all about how
Mm-hmm.
all these
Mm-hmm.
judges actually fight among each other to look for one of the outstanding entrepreneur or outstanding project or business that they can invest into. Yeah. And she actually shared so much
Mm-hmm.
about her entire entrepreneurship, how she started, how she grew her team. And I actually literally almost copy or follow exactly what's being stated in the book. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
good. So, okay,
That's
Jasmina, yes.
really fantastic because
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
mean
please.
books can really help us. Books can really shed light on things that we've not known before, and bring us to a state of enlightenment. Yeah, so that is why I really think that non-fiction books, especially, I really like reading about non-fiction books.
Yeah. Understand. Okay, good, good. Okay, so now since we are talking about this fulfillment topic, yeah. Now, of course, we are very glad to hear that you have actually found your fulfillment and happiness in the things that you do. Now, for those others, right, that is going through that kind of journey, like they are still in the transition of like thinking whether should they continue their career or what to do next with their life, what would be your advice, yeah, to those out there that how can they actually find their fulfillment, especially when we are talking about right now during this pandemic period, right, which is not easy. There's so much of hardship that we have to go through, so much of challenges, right?
Yeah.
So what would be your advice to these people out there that how they can find their fulfillment?
I think it's this pandemic, right? Especially, I think it has given us a chance to rethink life. Okay, so it has given a chance to rethink life and rethink about our priorities. What do we want, and what are the things that we have not pursued in life because we've been so busy, like hamster wheel. So we have been so busy before this, but I think this pandemic has actually slowed things down. And for anybody out there who actually wants to try new things, I think this is the time because we have come to the bottom, we cannot be losing anything anymore already. I think we have come to like back to square one, right? So now we have to, no matter how successful you are, I think you will have to pivot, you will have to try different ways to stay afloat. So we all stand the same chance. Okay, we all stand the same chance right now. And
Yep.
anybody who wants to start, exploring their interests, I think I would definitely say try something that is small, but be consistent. Like do it every day, and see the market, test the market response, whether it is working or not. So when you're doing small scale, right, you don't really have that pressure on you. Even if you fail, you can quickly do something about it, rebound, and come back stronger. So don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? So I think you probably know about that. But keep doing it. Keep doing it because you've got nothing to lose, right? You've got nothing to lose.
Right.
Keep doing what you love doing. On a small scale level, doing it every day, and then you will know that one fine day, whether it works or not, you will know, right? So do
Yep.
different things, multiple things that you like, just keep doing it, be consistent about it, and you will never know which door is going to open, one fine day, and it's going to be big. So try different things and see whether you are comfortable with it or not, and you will know, if it is for you.
Yes, fully agree with that. In fact, yeah, most of the entrepreneurs that I've liaised with, right, or have encountered with will also be telling the same as well. It's not so much as, oh yeah, you do one thing and then if it's not working, then you just give up. No, it's all about keep on trying,
Yeah,
keep on pursuing, right? If this is not right, then how are we going to
yeah,
fine tune, to be better, or like try some other things else, right? And keep on doing until you see there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, right. Yes. In
yeah.
fact, yeah, I think there's another person here. We have another audience here. Elaine, yeah, Elaine is one of my guests, 2 weeks ago. And yes, Elaine actually mentioned, yes, consistent is the key to many success, right? Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for joining us
Yes,
here.
Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine has a lot of
Thank you,
wonderful,
Elaine. Yes, I
wonderful insights
definitely
that she
agree.
shared with us.
Being consistent.
True, true. And in fact,
Uh-huh.
just to give some
That's
credits to
really great to
Elaine,
hear.
yeah, just to give some credit to Elaine, she actually co-inspired me a lot. We get to know each other like a couple years back, when both of us actually started entrepreneurship together. And I can see that she's very persistent and very consistent things that she do. So as a result, right, I get
Mm-hmm.
inspired, if Elaine can do it, why not me, right? So yeah, so that's how she actually
Mm-hmm.
co-motivated me. Thank you so much,
Mm-hmm.
Elaine, right? Yes, and yeah, I think Elaine has one more comment here. Yes, like the idea of trying out multiple things, you'll be
Yeah,
surprised. Seriously, yes, true. Totally agreed.
exactly.
Thank you, Elaine.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for those that are still online right now, take notes. Yeah. If you look at the ticker down there, if you stay until the end of the session tonight, you're going to get a special gift from the guest, Jaswina. So it's a book, right, that Jaswina actually co-authored, and published out. Yes. So hope that you will get a copy of that. Okay. Yes. So yeah, Jaswina. Okay, I think we have to continue.
At the end of yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think there's a little bit of lagging in between. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yes. I think towards the end of the show, we can ask the question, and the audience who are going to answer maybe can one of them will be winning a copy of the book, and I'll be able to post it address, right?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you, Jaswina. So all right. So now you see, we have heard so much about your perspective on, how you actually get your fulfillment, yeah, and we are so happy for that. Now, we also know that, you have a great career in the past, right, working for one of the top multinational companies in the world, right, and you're working very fine,
Exactly.
and then you made the switch, right, to this business right now. Can you share with us what is the key to your success based on what you are doing right now?
Okay, so why I actually decided to switch, and I would say the key point of key strength that I have, is actually the ability to understand the customer's needs and to fulfill it consistently. So right now, I started my business in 2016, and right now I have close to about 200 clients that I've worked with, and I did a small analysis based on my customer base, and we got to know actually most of our clients, they have been our repeat buyers. They've come to us for repeat purchase, and they have actually purchased with us at least close to 3 times. At least close to 3 times. So we managed to retain them, and we also did another analysis based on the form submission that we get from clients, potential clients actually, who actually fill up form on our website. So based on that, from 2016 until today, uh, I actually have inserted this column, this question in the form to ask about, like, how did they actually get to know us, because that's very, very important in terms of marketing strategy, to understand what actually works and what doesn't. And about 30%, about nearly close to 30%, actually referrals coming from friends, friends.
Yep.
And then we have Facebook, and then we have multiple other people, like, lecturers. So these are the keywords. And I can easily say that about more than half of it, more than half of our clients actually come through referrals. And those who are coming through referrals is the easiest to close. Is the easiest to close because they already know.
Yeah.
And they're like, they just ring you and say, so and so actually referred, me to you,
Right.
and I want to ask about this. And it is a lot more easier to close that sales inquiry as opposed to us going to another person, going to a
Right.
totally new market, right? So that requires a different strategy, I think, which I'm working on right now, and I
Yes.
think I'm working on it in the right direction, right? I think it requires different, because you wouldn't want to also depend so much on your existing market, right? So you want to diversify. So I would
Right.
say that the key of it is actually to identify, to satisfy your customers, and to make sure that you deliver what you promise to deliver to them. You shouldn't leave them in the dark. You shouldn't be, leaving them just like that. There should be after sales services. Ask them, like, how has it been so far? Has it been okay for them? When you ask things like that, right, you build a relationship with them, and you understand the market. You understand the market, you will be able to retain them. So I would say that I think that is my ability, to understand what people want and to deliver that to close that gap. I think in whatever field that you're working in, there are a lot of gaps to be filled, right? So I think my ability lies in identifying that and to come up with solutions that are able to close it. So I'm really good in that aspect. I think
Yeah, I
I would
see.
like to think that I'm really good in that because I am able to deliver so far. I've
Yep.
never kind of like faced a lot of issues in that aspect.
Great, great. Yeah, I think you brought up a very powerful point. So, and it's very much related to the book title that you shared just now, Built to Serve, right? So, yeah, so in
Mm.
business, right, in order to be successful, it's truly be very honest and sincere to serve the client very, very well in such a way that, they will become the advocate for your business. Advocate in such a way that, they will spread the word of
Exactly.
mouth about you and your business, right? So, and in fact,
Correct.
you're right about it. You're
Mm.
totally right. These are the when they refer to their best friend, their business network. So these are the one that you can actually be able to close the deal even more easier than for you yourself to go out and find your own new clients, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Exactly.
For those that's hearing about this, take notes here. Always be very sincere and honest, right, to serve your existing clients so that they actually love you, love the solutions that you do, and also be your advocate to share about you. Yeah, great, great, wonderful,
Exactly.
Jaswina,
Exactly.
really. And I'm glad you actually shared this point, right? A lot of people actually didn't realize it. And of course, you're also right
Yes,
that at the
exactly.
same time, I mean, during this pandemic, right, it is actually important, right, to look at beyond the current market that we're serving right now. Yeah, very true about
Yes,
it. Yes.
exactly. So that is where right now what we are doing is to diversify to also serve the corporate clients, to also serve the corporate clients, and to come up with a measurable marketing plan, right? To see what really works, how we can tap into or leverage the network of other people. So how I do this is actually to find affiliate marketers or to find someone in the business, someone in the industry who can complement, whose business can complement mine, and then we collaborate.
Right.
So in that way, right, we are tapping into the network that is already existing, but you're not going out there, not knowing anybody, right? Not just blindly going out there, but you're going there
R-
because you have somebody as a backup. You're working together with somebody who has a wider network, who has a wider target market to actually tap on behalf of you. And when you do that, I think for the whole business, it becomes easier, rather than doing something. I mean, I'm a firm believer in doing something because you know why you want to do it, not just because you want to test things out. Of course, you can test things out, but you need to
Yep.
know why you're doing it, and you cannot be doing something that is no longer working. Being persistent is
True.
one thing, but I think being persistent when you already know it's not working, something that is not working for you, you have to leave it and you have to move on to something else. So you need to have a
Right.
sense of clear clarity over there, why you're doing something and how it's
True.
going to like bring you revenue or outcome that you want.
Really, very true about it. Yeah. So just to recap, one of the point that you said earlier on just now, right, is that how to look beyond the current market by collaborating with others that could be like complementary to the business that you do right now. It's very important. I
Yeah,
think we totally understand that once we are in
yeah,
entrepreneurship, we can never be a lone ranger. Yeah. We can never be a lone ranger, and it's so important that we surround ourselves
yeah,
with people that's very supportive and with people that's very positive, and as well people that can be able to collaborate with us, right, to complement each of our services or solutions together.
exactly.
I think possibly just like you and me right now, isn't it, right? We are serving the same industry, as in it's all
Yes,
about marketing. It's all about marketing, right? So how we actually complement each other on working on some projects.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly,
really true,
exactly,
very true about that. Yeah.
exactly,
Okay,
correct.
so
Yeah.
subsequently right now, it's also very important for us, right, to find out, what's your burning desire, right? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going, right? Is there anything in you, right, that can, truly drive you going forward? What is that?
Mm. Now, fundamentally, right? Fundamentally, what keeps me going is the fact that I want to be able to create sustainable businesses, so that it gives me freedom to serve people because I like to, just like you are hosting this wonderful show tonight for me. I actually, my whole passion is all about storytelling and also talking to people who have written books, right? So this is how the whole story actually started. So I like reading books, and I have this desire to actually get to know the people, the person behind the books, right? So I started live shows just like what you're doing right now. I started live shows, and I started to talk to people, to spread messages, and that is my burning desire because I feel that everybody has a story to share out there. Anybody who has written books
Yes.
out there, right? They don't simply just do it, because they want publicity, but because a lot of them have deeper motivation why they write books. They have got stories to tell, and I find that it is very important to create an avenue where we can spread the stories. We can share the stories out to a wider group of audience, not just
Yes.
where they live, but towards the whole global market. And that's why it is called an international book promotion. So that's one of the reasons why I started doing what I'm doing right now. And that's the whole passion, I think, because helping people to be discovered, helping people to also identify their passion and become noticeable, right? I think that way we all serve the human being, the mankind
Right.
better. We all serve the world better in that way. So that is one of the things that keep me going, like, to do what I want to do, really.
Wonderful. You're a person with a big heart, yeah. So it's not so much about, to keep yourself like being very passionate in the things that you do. It's not so much about, oh yeah, how you want to fulfill your own selves, right? But it's all about how you want to give back, give it out all to
Yeah,
the everyone out there.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you, Jasmina. All right, so I think yes, we have got a lot of good insights from you tonight. There's so much of great pointers that I'm actually writing down, right? And I hope this is going to be one of the key summaries that I will be able to share subsequently as well. Good. So yes,
Uh-huh.
I think right now, in this show right now, we are seeing that we have Keith Lee joining us. Yes, in fact, Keith Lee was invited in the previous sessions, to share. So Kifli is actually a very
Uh-huh.
passionate person as well. So he actually runs
Mm-hmm.
the eco village, yeah. So out of his passions,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, yeah. So great, thank you, Keith, for joining us tonight. If you have any
Mm-hmm.
questions that you want to ask Jasmina or you would like to add on comments, feel free to do so. Okay. All right. So I think we have already come to the end of the sessions right now. Yeah, Jasmina. So okay, Jasmina, for those okay, for the
Mm-hmm.
audience,
Yeah.
for those that would like to connect with Jasmina, you can actually stay in touch with her through her Facebook at Jasmina Prabhagaran. Okay, so you'll be able to find Jasmina there in the Facebook, or perhaps you can actually find out more about her business also in Facebook as well at IBP Editing Services and International Book Promotion. Yeah. So I think from the Facebook page, they'll be also able to find out your actual website, isn't it? Right?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, good. So, all right. So, since we're already at these last sessions, okay. So, right now, okay, Jasmina, how would you like to give out, that special book that you have co-authored?
Yes. Okay, to all those who are watching right now, because the book that we co-authored is called The Sin of a Fresh Graduate, right? So I would like to know your perspective. What do you think about graduates right now? And what do you think is one of the challenges they are facing? And what they can do in order to overcome that? right? What do you think about graduates in general right now, especially during this pandemic, about livelihood and about finding fulfillment, passion? What's your viewpoint about that?
Okay, good. Yeah. So let me repeat that, yeah, for those that are actually still online right now. So I hope you heard that from Jasvina just now. Her questions is that in order to get that book, yeah, I think she would like to hear from you. What will be your perspective, about the current graduates right now, in terms of the current situation of the pandemic, right? If you have any thought about it, feel free to drop your message here, and who knows, your right from your comment, Jasvina find that, oh wow, it actually gels with the thing that she understood, and yes, you may get a book from Jasvina. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So yes, I can see that Keith, you're here, and as well Devorah. Devorah is a good friend of mine as well. Hi Devorah, good evening. Right. So if you would like to answer or give a comment about what Jasvina has asked us now, what is your perspective on the current graduates? Feel free to drop a message and a comment here. We'll be able to see it, and we are able to pull it out here to the screen as well. Okay. All right. Come. Okay. If not, then I think Jasvina probably can give the book to me. Yeah. All right. I think our audience are very shy tonight. Okay, although we are seeing that some of them are still watching with us right now. Hi. Anyone would like to try?
But yeah.
Okay. So I think I'll be counting down to 10. Yeah. So last chance. 10.
Yes.
Can I do that, or what would you like to do?
Yes,
Would you
yes,
want to
yes,
give it to?
yes. I mean, but I also particularly like your Eileen, is it? Eileen, the
Oh,
comments
Elaine.
on
Right.
Eileen, yes, Eileen, actually, yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. So, or probably, I will be counting down to 10. If not, right, then I hope that I can get that book from Jasvina. Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, I think our audience tonight are really shy to comment. Yeah. Okay. No worry, Jasvina. I think
will be happy to
yeah.
give the book to Eileen because I think she actually engaged with us, and I particularly like her comments as well. So
Yes.
if she's based in Malaysia, I will be able to send a copy of the book to her actually. Yeah.
Okay, good. In fact, for your information, since I get to know Elaine personally, right? She's actually a Johorian. She's a Johorian, and she comes.
Okay.
Just that she's residing in KL right now. But once in a while, if it's not because of pandemic, she'll be here almost like every alternate months like that. So yes, probably we can arrange. Yeah, once this FMCO has been ended, then probably we can arrange a meetup soon, right? And then probably you can pass that book to her,
Awesome.
right? Great.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Fantastic.
okay, thank you so much, Jasvina. Thank you so much. You are really a great giver. And tonight, I myself actually I'm able to jot so much, write down so much of the pointers that you have shared. Really, really, and I'm learning it a lot from you. I hope for the audience tonight, be it whether you are already an entrepreneur or you are embarking or you are having the thoughts of going into entrepreneurship, I hope you are also able to learn something from Jasvina sharing just now. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, Jasmina, you have any last words that you would like to share
thank you,
tell?
Ken. Actually, thank you for. Actually, I would like to thank you, Ken. I mean, for the opportunity, and thank you for all those who have been watching right up until now. Thank you for actually tuning in with us. And so, yeah, if you want to know about what I do, and if you have any needs for copywriting or translation, anything that's related to writing, pretty much we can actually cover. We can do it for you, and you can come to us. And if you are intending to write a book or you have books to be published, you want to talk about your books more, you can also approach us because I am actually doing that under International Book Promotion, and I'll be very happy to talk to you more about your needs. So that's about it, I think, pretty much. And yeah, also all the best to everyone out there looking to find their passion in life. And thank you, last but not least, thank you, Ken, for actually having me as your guest. I used to have a lot of other authors on my show, actually. So this is the tables have actually turned this time round, and I am the guest. It's an honor to have, to be here on your show.
Yeah, like I said, the pleasure is mine as well. Thank you so much, Jasvina. All right, okay. So for those of you that would like to find out more about Jasvina, what she does, and also the solutions that she provides, probably you can actually find out more, yeah, from her Facebook page, right, or also her business page, yeah, in Facebook. Okay, so yes, my last word to everyone is that, if you like to be inspired as an entrepreneur, or even like you are embarking on entrepreneurship, or even having the thoughts, right, of leaving your career, going into entrepreneurship, I hope, you can come and like this page, and follow this page, because on a weekly basis, you'll be inviting great entrepreneurs that's already done it, they've already gone through it, right, to be able to share, some of the great learnings. And, these are very practical learnings that they themselves have encountered, and they've gone through the valley of, starting up and going through the other side already, the success side already, right? So, okay. So I think that's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jasvina, again. And we'll see you again next week.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. And
yes, thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.